What is Christmas? Christmas is all about the celebration of love. God the Father fell in love with the entire humanity. This love caused him to take the form of human. The Danish philosopher and theologian Søren Kierkegaard once explained the beautiful story about a king and maiden. Once the king decided to walk in kingdom. As he walked through the woods, he saw few people living among the woods. But one girl who was so beautiful and humble caused the king to admire and stare at her beauty. For first sight, the king fell in love with that pretty girl. He decided to propose and marry her, and he approached her and opened his heart to express his love for her. She refused the king's proposal, saying, "I am just a maiden, and you are a king, and I do not know how to live the life which you will be expecting me to live." So the king goes back to his palace and decides to act like a servant and go and marry that girl. Perhaps he does it. Hence, where there is love, there is life. St. Paul precisely explained about love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not boast. Love is not rude. And love is not self-seeking, but it is self-giving to the loved ones. Christmas is the celebration of love. St. John the Evangelist vividly explained God's love to the humanity. He says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son for the salvation of humanity." Hence, love is all about understanding the situation. Jesus, the King of Kings, never demanded any royal palace to be born, but he chose the love that is made by Mary and Joseph in a manger to show his everlasting love to the entire humanity. St. Paul says about Jesus to Philippians, "Though he was in the form of God, he did not count equality with God, but he emptied himself by taking the form of a servant, being born in the likeness of human. He humbled himself by becoming obedient to the Father's will." Hence, the Christmas is a celebration of this love of God. A king left his heavenly throne and came to the earth out of his everlasting love for humanity. We read in the Gospel of Luke chapter 2 verse 7, Mary and Joseph could not find a proper place for the baby to be born, but a manger. But there was a story which was circulated few decades back that one day Mary and Joseph had a discussion about the birth of Jesus Christ. "We are so unfortunate that we could not provide a better place to the Savior of the world." It's very surprising to hear that suddenly the baby Jesus replied, "My dear parents, don't worry about me and my survival. I am not born in this poor manger, but I am born in your love. Your love is the most beautiful manger where I am so happy to be born." Hence, the season of Christmas helps us to share this love. Jesus said, "I am the way, truth, and the life." Therefore, this love is meant to live with love. Hence, live to love. Christmas is sharing your heart with people who are in need. To love is to recognize yourself in one another. Jesus Christ said, "Love your neighbor as you love yourself." In fact, where there is great love, there are always miracles. The greatest miracle is God took the form of a human being in order to redeem the entire humanity. Therefore, the Christmas is the meaningful celebration of love. If we deconstruct the word Christmas into two words like Christ and Mass, which could mean Christ becomes the human being or Christ mingles with the humans to share his love. Hence, Christmas is a joyful season to be celebrated. Christmas is a celebration of love. Therefore, we must live to love.